What Howard Lutnick is quietly signaling about 2025 and why it really matters to you. So, one of the most connected people on Wall Street, Howard Lutnick, just dropped a few quiet signals about where he thinks the 2025 economy is heading. Most people missed it. But if you ever wondered what real insiders are preparing for, this episode is for you. So, who the heck is Howard Lutnick anyway? It's really a great question to ask. And you know for sure, first and foremost, he's a Trump insider. He is the Secretary of Commerce and has a lot to say with how money is flowing right now inside the United States. Some of the background is very simple. He's CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald, or should I say the ex CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald, which is, folks, a very, very highly influential brokerage firm on Wall Street. And it's hyper connected to Wall Street insiders. And we know Wall Street insiders means the money. And finally, I would say that Howard Lutnick is really an important name to remember because he's quietly very influential in almost every aspect of the economy, from bond markets to election year strategy. This guy's got it going on. It's why Trump keeps him pretty darn close to that inner circle. In many ways, you could say he's probably one of the top two or three people inside Trump's inner circle. That's something to keep in mind. And maybe something even more important to know about Howard Lutnick, he's not a social media guy. He is most definitely not the guy who's on Twitter. What he is, though, he's not into drama. But when he speaks, people listen. That's for sure. So here's a couple things that Howard Lutnick just said that really should matter and really why it does mean something to us. He recently signaled confidence in a Trump 2025 economic structure, deregulation, energy expansion, and lower tax burdens. We know those things are already being put into play. But he also predicted, listen carefully, he predicted rapid capital reallocation, money moving quickly from the sidelines back into like real assets. So keep that in mind, folks. If some of you are sitting on the sidelines or pulled money out of the market, this is some really powerful signaling that money will be in and the market will take off very, very quickly. So, what he's really done is given a quiet endorsement to a more pro growth, business heavy model, though not without risk. Translation: Wall Street is getting ready to get busy, and they are most definitely not in reactive mode. They will be pro growth mode. Just so we know, Wall Street's getting ready to put their foot on the accelerator and let this thing take off like a rocket ship. He is not just getting ready, they're ready to take action. So, what we can learn from Howard Lutnick is really important because, first of all, we're understanding that institutional investors are watching a few key sectors, including energy, infrastructure, and logistics. Quietly, M&A activity, that's mergers and acquisition activity, is going to take place in sectors likely to benefit from reduced regulatory oversight. Bond desks, yes, folks, that's quite often where, like treasuries and U.S. bonds, pay attention to that as well as private bond offerings as well. Just make sure we're adjusting expectations for faster rate cuts if the Trump pivot really takes off. And everybody's kind of hoping that we can pull this thing together here and move America forward. Whether you're a Trump fan, whether you're not, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're a Republican, I think we can all put a safe guess that we all want to move our country forward. And that's where we should all be because at the end of the day, we're all in this together. So, if I can remind you, this really isn't about panic. It's really about positioning yourself for success, and you do not need to be the hedge fund to pay attention. These moves tell us that the wealthy believe something big is coming, a soft pivot, followed by a considerable amount of volatility. So stay tuned. And I don't know about you, but I'm in the market. How about you? So if you're watching this from Main Street, what does this really mean to you? And I'm going to say that it really means that don't wait for a press release to tell you where things are going. Um, if firms like Cantor are already adjusting, it's really worth asking yourself these questions. Are you prepared if policy twists very quickly? If there's a fast, furious lift in 2025? Is your portfolio or even your business really built to adjust with these quick changes that are coming in? Once again, I want to remind you, I'm not necessarily giving you business advice. I'm just here to help you spot the moves and become aware of headlines, or maybe before the news becomes a headline, what's really going on deep inside that Trump administration and how that affects people like us. So, as like many of you have already commented, when you leave comments, and I do love your comments, and I'll answer every comment. I want to make sure that, are you already seeing these shifts? And if you're seeing shifts, some of you have commented that is affecting your business, others your portfolio, some people your job. Keep paying attention and keep on sharing, because once again, big time news doesn't always hit the stories that really matter most, and those are the ones that affect people like us on Main Street. So in hiring, housing, or the way your financial advisor is talking to you, just drop a comment. And these real stories keep everyone here, and they keep them all actively engaged in the real conversation that's going on. Because the fact is, if you want to see calm, grounded breakdowns of what's happening next, you're in the right place. Subscribe, share, hit like, and maybe most of all, make sure you're tuning in on a regular basis, because at the end of the day, this community is about you. It's about our well being, our economic well being. And I want to remind you that every single day, the biggest battle we're fighting is the one between our ears. Stay healthy and celebrate your victories. I'll see you next video.